Hello, Nerdy Librarian here, bringing you a bonus content episode that isn't necessarily in the order that you'd expect it to be. What I mean by that is, this one is going to be uploaded before Gone Fishing 7, which is the end of where we are right now. So, I just want to forewarn you on that one. But today, for this bonus content, the reason it's bonus content and not a normal Legendary playthrough episode is because, well, we're not really going to be covering quests today. Instead, I want to be a buff blacksmith. Actually, I think the wording on that is wrong. I want to buff smithing. I want to. You get the idea, right? Okay. I want to buff my smithing skill. It works, right? Like, just buff it. Buff. Buff boy. The buffest blacksmith there ever was. And oh, wow. Hey. I know these Khajiit.
Talk of dragons returning to the world makes me more than welcome. If I cannot serve you, I am sure that one of my other traders can do so.
But if you've got facilities, that.
Take a look. I suppose if we do, we will find out just how fast.
Granted, these items are going to be fairly similar to what Felix has seen before. So, I don't think there's going to be anything too huge. I already have Dwarven gauntlets that do that. Oh, but this, for one-handed, I can disenchant that. So, needless to say, smithing isn't the only thing that can get buffed here. Put it that way. Like, if I can, I want to. I want to buff what I can, Whether that is smithing, speech, enchanting, etc., etc. Let's see here. Do I have anything that's... Yeah, this I can sell. Boom, speech skill increased. Excellent. Let's go ahead and quick save there, just to make sure that that stays canon. Oh no. So, there's a particular location that I'm going to. It's a kind of a difficult location to clear out, but at the same time, it's probably one of my favorite locations to go to because of what it has. Oh, no. Oh, this is really bad. Okay, if you remember back to episode 8 of the Legendary playthrough, which I made a featurette on, that had a battle with 2 dragons, Sabercat, Draugr, Forsworn, and other things. Yeah, we might have another one of those situations on our hands here. But here's what we're dealing with. This mine here that I'm near right now is the only gold mine in Skyrim. And I figure, what better way to increase the smithing skill than to dig up a whole bunch of gold ore, smelt it into gold ingots, and then with the jewels that I have in my inventory, create a whole bunch of very good jewelry that will increase the smithing skill. Granted, I don't think I'll get anywhere close to having a smithing skill that will allow me to create enchanted items. Or, not create enchanted items, but improve. I was in the middle of talking there, Forsworn. Gosh, wait a couple minutes, please. Like I said, this is going to be fairly difficult to take. Just with the amount of Forsworn that are here. Especially if I miss my shots. I can't afford to miss because most, if not all, of the Forsworn out here are pillagers, which are high-ranking enemies. High-level enemies that can off me in 2 hits easily. 1 hit if they're really trying.
Oh, sure, I heard something.
They didn't just... Did they just get taken out instantly? Well... So... The bad news is... Bad news is they know where I am. Oh, and they can get to me. Of course they can. Of course. Oh, and that dragon's within range. Great. Let's go down the rapids. Whee. Oh, please don't get me stuck here. No, no. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's this waterfall. This is an excellent place to get stuck in the game now, isn't it? Yep, I am literally stuck. This is embarrassing. Oh, gosh. Come on, come on. Yeah, no, that's not happening. That's unfortunate. I just want to get into Kolskegger Mine. But it doesn't look like that's going to be something that's going to be very easy to do. Looks like it's going to be a little bit tedious. So, I'm going to try to not get spotted this time. Felix is supposed to be a stealth character, and so far he has not done a very good job at maintaining that reputation of stealth. Hopefully this is where we turn things around. Change Felix's story a little bit. He will be known for his stealth.
Here after all.
Now you're mine.
Well, okay. You know what, we'll let the dragon deal with them. Seems like the thing to do in this situation. Just, hang out underneath the bridge while the pillagers get wrecked by a dragon. Granted that I'll have to somehow deal with or evade that same dragon when all is said and done. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, or the dragon will burn it down in the interim. Speaking of bridges, I am perfectly fine just being underneath this one. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant day, Forsworn Pillagers. I hope you enjoy the gift of a dragon. Okay. Now if I can time this correctly, while the dragon has them distracted, I can go ahead and make my way up to the entrance to Kolskegger Mine and actually go in. Making my way? That sort of thing. Boy. Sometimes you can use the dragon to your advantage. Let's just hope that it doesn't prove to be a disadvantage later on. Now, as for the Forsworn in here, of course it starts off the Forsworn Pillager, because nothing says Kolskegger Mine like a very high-ranking Forsworn member. Great, excellent. Just what I wanted. You know what, I can I can deal with this. It's not ideal, but when is it ever? That's why I come prepared with my alchemy skills. Do an extra 48 points of damage. It'll do something, right? That's assuming that I actually hit the pillager with arrows. Whoa, whoa, no. What? They never patrol that way. Why is she patrolling this way? No. Yeah, no. Oh. Did they change the patrol patterns on Forsworn Pillagers? Or on the Forsworn here? With the Anniversary Edition and the Special Edition updates that went with that? Oh man. That's terrifying. That makes that way worse. Because it used to be that they would just patrol from left to right between those two alcoves down at the bottom there. But that doesn't appear to be the case anymore. Or maybe it was she thought she saw something, so she had to go investigate. That's worrisome. Definitely worrisome. I'd rather not deal with that, but... Although it has put her in prime position, actually. Damage, health, poison recipe. Ectoplasm and troll fat. I'm going to take that because I don't think I'd found that use for ectoplasm yet. Maybe I did, but I don't get ectoplasm that often. So, I mean, I might be able to make use of that. I might not. Yep, there's another Forsworn Pillager. So yeah, out of this entire Forsworn encounter, there have been, well, 2 pillagers outside, and a normal Forsworn, and inside 2 pillagers so far. Oh! Felix broke his toe like he was, I'm brain farting on the name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Viggo Mortensen in Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, when he kicked the helmet. Felix did something very akin to that, as you saw the little specks of crimson across the screen there. That's one of the things about this. If you kick random stuff, sometimes you will take damage. Oh no.
What was that?
Oh, the other one's a Forsworn Forager, who can also heal themselves. That's fine. I can definitely do enough damage to counteract that ability. It's not like a Forsworn Pillager or a Ravager who could heal themselves with that magic, or a Briarheart for that matter. Well, that's an easy way to clear a hallway out. Excellent. Ooh, a ruby. Excellent, I will take that. Let's see. A draft of strength. Potion of plentiful stamina. Knapsack. That's not a skill book. Like the healing potion, I do like that. Copper and ruby circlet, okay, I can probably sell that. I don't want to get too much carry weight on my person here, though. Which, I mean, that's guaranteed to happen anyways, because I only have 54 carry weight left, and I'm pretty sure there are there's going to be a lot of gold ore involved in this. But of course, we have to clear this place out first in order for that to become viable, in order for that to become relevant. Another Forsworn Pillager. Ooh, and some slight frame rate issues there. Okay. Good news is I don't think the pillager saw anything. Okay, I'll need to land a couple more shots and then take them out like last ones. And then, of course, at the end of all of this, there is a Forsworn Briarheart to deal with. So that's not going to be very easy to do. I have some ideas of what I can do. It's going to require a little bit of skill and a lot of luck. Here's what I mean by that. So, to deal with the Forsworn Briarheart, because they have such powerful magic and so much health, like the Forsworn Pillager, yeah, they just ran off and healed themselves there, but I think I can do enough damage to take them out. With a Briarheart, I believe, has even more health. So, the chances of being able to just take them on are going to be a lot less. But there is something that I know of that is kind of... It's kind of a cheese tactic for the Forsworn Briarheart that's up there, if pulled off properly. So, of course, pop a quick save here. And then I have several potions of invisibility. 56 seconds worth. So as long as I don't attack, try to pick a pocket, or do anything like that, the visibility will stay up. So it means that I will do much better with sneak. So then what you want to do is Unrelenting Force the Briarheart, and oh no. He did not go in the basket there. I accidentally quick saved. That is not what I wanted to do. However, I think... No. Oh. Well, that failed. Yep. So, I accidentally overrode the save. Which means I am stuck in an infinite hate loop. Either... Okay. So I can't get out of that situation, which means I have to fight all the way back through Kolskegger Mine again. See, I even made sure I quick-saved. I quick-saved too much that time. This is ridiculous. Why? Why is that a thing, Skyrim? Do you know how many pillagers I had to get through just to get to the Briarheart? Oh, man. File that under F for fail. You know what? Second time's the charm, right? We can make this work. We can do this. Did it first time around. Yeah, no. Ideally, you want to push the Briarheart down the hole. But 9 times out of 10, he will go right or left of the hole. It's very unfortunate, but it's also usually something that I don't get to work first time around. No. I do not like that new patrol pattern. I do not like it, Sam I Am. I don't even want to try that. I don't want to try that shot. It's just a bad idea. Good news is they continue their patrol to the other side there, so they turn their back on you, which gives you a little bit more time to sneak back up the tunnel here, which is good. You need that time. You need that time to get away like a sneaky snake. And just for good measure here, I'm going to make sure that the job gets done. Alright, and quick save. Okay, next up, well, you know the drill from last time. There will be a pillager and a forager up here, up ahead. Granted, I'm not seeing either of them. Oh boy. Okay, that appears to be the forager up there. So, run away! Yeah, I'm sorry you're having to see this twice. There has to be a little bit of a redemption arc here for Felix. Don't hit quick save too much, but do hit quick save. That's what I've learned. I've learned my lesson. Also, I don't want to get greedy against this Forsworn Pillager. You know, they do so much damage, it's not worth trying to do too much at once, knowing that you can't take them down. Or at least get them onto one knee and have them stunned for a little bit. It's not really a stun. More have them wounded enough that they need to take a moment to regain composure. So I guess you could say I guess it is a little bit of a stun. Maybe.
What was that?
Alright. What's that hanging from their ceiling, by the way? Pheasant. Interesting. Okay. Oh, he's stuck? Ha! Got him. Oh, we get a cinematic this time. Nice. And stay down. Looks to be an arm shot, Doctor. Maybe, maybe not. Hard to tell. Looks like it hit the edge of two hitboxes there. One for the torso and one for the arm. Whatever the case is, by my not so doctorly opinion, they're done for either way. Oh boy. Ooh, they were running a lot farther than I thought they were. How did they not see me? Oh boy, high sneak skill actually did something there, for once. Alright. Where'd they go? Oh no. Well, that's bad news. Oh, but I can wait. Oh, that's very bad news. Because they've gone to patrolling up that way. Oh no. That doesn't help me one bit. If anything, it makes things even harder, especially since it lures the Briarheart down here, which is not what I want to do. I want to dump the Briarheart down the hole. That's what I want to do. I want to slam dunk him. Why? Because it's funny. Okay. 3, 4, 4.5, 5, 6. There we go. Alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. So, don't quick save too hastily this time around. If anything, be a little bit more patient with it. I've got 56 seconds for this. That's a lot more than, you know, anyone in Mission Impossible usually gets. Oh, slam dunk. He's down. Huh. You know, that normally works. It is, however, a legendary playthrough, and depending on how he goes down that way, well, so it only flushed away my problem for a little bit. He got dumped down the hole and survived it. Okay. Well, we can work with that. It's less than ideal, but we can work with it. Oh. That means the Briarheart is going to be coming this way, doesn't it? Must have been making a lot of noise. Briarhearts also have very high passive perception in this game. Okay, so that's how much damage we did from the from dumping him down the hole. Good to know. Now, can we hide in the shadows out of view?
Anybody there?
Yeah, I think we can get away with that. I do think taking that little bit of damage or a little bit of health off of him by doing that might help us in the long run here. Potentially.
No.
I hope Felix here is hidden well enough. Oh, that would be a no.
Must be my imagination.
Okay, so the Briarheart is definitely going to be coming this way. So, it's time for Felix to, well, tactically relocate. AKA, dump himself down the hole. By doing that, it brings you back out here, towards the entryway. We can make our way back up, making our way back, you know, that sort of thing. And hopefully, we can make something of it. I don't think pushing the Briarheart down the hole is going to help a second time around, but we did do quite a bit of damage to him already. No, I don't. That's literally the last thing that I wanted. Okay. Anywho. He should be back by his table again. Granted, he does patrol, so you have to be very careful with this. You don't want to be too quick about it. Actually. Yep, nope. He went left that time. He went left. That's bad news. We gotta go. We gotta run. Run, Felix, run. Run as fast as your legs can carry you. And then hide. Sneak away. We do have the Briarheart down by half health, but knowing that he can heal himself, knowing that he has the ability to heal himself, that makes things a little bit more terrifying. We barely were able to get out of there safely. We're 30 minutes into the recording here, too. I only have another probably hour and a half maximum that I can record this one. There's some heavy storms that are moving into the area here, so I don't want to get a power surge or anything like that, and sounds like there's some tornadoes that are with the storm system, so just pray for anyone that's going to be affected by these for safety, and just if anything does happen, for good community outreach, and that people will come together and help each other out in times of need. Okay, back to this. We are staring down a Briarheart. He seems a little bit suspicious, but I think we can maybe get dumped. I believe he's suffering from what we call a broken Briarheart. Also, he is not healing himself, apparently.
Where are you?
Interesting. And it could be that by sending him down the dump hole, or the Garbo dump, or whatever you want to call it, it tricked his AI into going, I didn't take damage by conventional means, which means that I'm not going to heal myself. Oh, excellent. And look, we could have tried to do the open heart surgery thing on him, which, admittedly, that might have been a better idea while invisible. But we did take the Briarheart out. And I'm not going to retcon that. I'm going to own up to that failure. That happened. I'm both proud and not proud of it, but you know what? Here we are. We got through it, and now we can mine the precious gold ore. Sorry, I'm trying to do a golem voice, and it's not working. My precious. Yeah, it's not. It's not working. It's not working today. Good job, Andy Serkis, for doing a voice that is very hard to emulate. Smeeko. No, I don't know why I keep trying to do that. No. There's some voices that I can do with voice acting and that sort of thing. The Smeagol Golem sort of thing is something that takes practice. And I am not practiced enough at it. I don't sit around daily and go, I want to talk like Golem. I just don't do that. I mean, to be fair, I've watched the Lord of the Rings movies countless times. And a lot of times after watching them and that sort of thing, I'm like, trying to do the Smeagol Golem voice, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Tonight is just not one of those nights where it works. So I'm going to stop the audio displeasure on that, because I know you guys don't want to be listening to terrible voice acting. So maybe another day. Maybe it'll work out better another day. But until then, let's just mine some gold ore. And in this gold ore as well, there are some fairly decent chances of finding gems. So that would be nice. That would definitely help with making jewelry and that sort of thing. It's because smithing, I believe, it's based upon the value of the item that you create, I believe. Now, granted, if I'm wanting to also increase the enchanting skill and that sort of thing, possibly, it might be more beneficial to make a lot of gold rings and that sort of thing, because you get 2 of those for every time you create something. So, might be something to that. Oh, yeah. Felix is going to be getting over encumbered here. Well, not specifically at this spot of ore, but it's going to happen. He's going to get greedy. I mean, he has 27 carry weight left, and he gets 2 gold ore from each of these ore veins. Now there's like 5 here, another 1 or 2 up to the right, and another 2 or 3 down to the left towards the entrance of this mine. So, he might just have to do the fat walk. Or the NPC walk, I guess. Like, I find that hilarious. Your character, in reality, is practically speed walking or running wherever they go. And then, sprinting sometimes. Or sprinting, depleting stamina. But the NPCs, they basically go 1 speed, which is the speed that you walk at when encumbered, and then they run at, well, I guess they run at the sprint speed. Ooh, nice sapphire. So it's kind of weird. It's like their movement scale got moved down a notch, whereas where you are run and sprint, they are walk and run. And then I guess they can't really be encumbered, especially with the way the inventory management system is for your NPCs. It'll tell you what you can and cannot give them, as in you cannot exceed their carry weight. So what that tells me is it might be that it was a sliding scale of movement animations. Potentially. And with that NPC walking speed, or the fat walk, or whatever you want to call it, being the bottom of that scale. So if there's nothing below that, and you can't really have your NPCs just standing still because they're over encumbered, and obviously you can't have them fall over like they're paralyzed from that, because it doesn't work that way. Sorry, I'm just running through possible scenarios here for it, and that seems to be the most plausible, where it was a sliding scale of movement. Also going through that because, mining up a whole bunch of ore in a mine is not necessarily the most exciting thing to see gameplay-wise. Watching me fail with the Briarheart, now that's content. I appreciate the fact that I can have a bad day in game. I do appreciate that. Like, the game finds creative ways to troll me. I guess it was my own hubris. Because like I said, I probably could have just as easily have pickpocketed the Briarheart out of the Forsworn Briarheart, like my featurette video. Or no, it was another bonus content video, not featurette. Why did I say featurette? Oh boy, it gets to a point where you create enough videos, enough content, and you're like, I should know what playlist I put this in. but I don't necessarily remember it. It's bonus content, though. It is bonus content. So, the good news is, like, I feel like the creators of this game understood the amount of greed that goes into wanting to mine up all the gold ore inside of this mine, so they put a smelter right outside. So, yeah, we just created 27 gold ingots, I believe. Let me go ahead and take a look at that, just to confirm. Oh, yeah, we created 27 and picked up 2 gold ingots, and we have a gold ore on us as well. Then, if we fast travel back to Whiterun, which is really a lot of times... If the dragons will let us, of course. But Whiterun is really the place that I always tend to gravitate back to for trying to take care of my smithing needs. And I think the reason for that is because I use Breezeholm as my primary storage place. Oh, gosh, no. I'm going to fast travel over to the stables here and run up quickly because that was a bad graphics glitch. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, we're just running into bad graphics glitches all over the place here in Whiterun. Oh no.
Any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet.
Yes, there's that line.
So, you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
These are the snarkiest guards I think I've ever run into. My goodness. Like, it was just rapid fire. Well, at least they didn't go telling me about how they took an arrow to the knee. Heard that one about 1,000,000 times, you know? It's like... you'd think it would have become a meme or something. Oh, wait. It did. Yeah, don't look at that too closely. That was content from... that's content that you will see in Gone Fishing 7. Yes, there's the secondary gold ore that we need to create another ingot, which will put our gold ingot count at 30. There's so much smithing that can get done with this.
I've been looking for you.
Oh
That's
gosh!
something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands
Another
on it.
courier.
Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Oh. Well, this is also related to, so that's going to be related to Gone Fishing. You'll see that in Gone Fishing 8. We're not going to open that letter or do
Got some
anything
good
about
pieces
that
of
right
if you're
now.
looking to buy. More inside.
So I'm going to leave you hanging on a lot of things that happened. So, let's get to work here. Of course, we can create... Well, before I get ahead of myself, like I said, we were going to create the 30th ingot. Because we have a lot of gold here. Might as well put it to good use. So, first things first, I want to make a gold diamond ring. Nice. Okay, then looking at this, I did get a sapphire while in Skyrim mine, so go ahead and do that. And then we have, I can make a gold jeweled necklace with 2 flawless amethysts. Excellent. And then the rest of it, rather than making a gold necklace worth 120 gold, I'm going to make gold rings that are worth 75 gold each, because you can make 2, which is a value of 150, and takes the same amount of ingots as a gold necklace. So, it's the most worthwhile. And I'm just going to spam this, and just watch that smithing skill go up. Until my controller conks out, and then we keep clicking like mad. Oh, yeah, we got a level up. Oh, satisfying. That's satisfying, just to see that. Yeah, put a point in the stamina. Just just to balance everything out there. And while I'm at it, sure, why not? Put a point into Elven Smithing. That's actually.
I don't claim to
I
be
like
the best
that.
blacksmith in Whiterun. The Orland Greymane's got that on me.
Yeah.
Man's
Can't really do
skill
anything
is
about
legendary.
any of that.
All I ask is a fair
I think it's
chance.
going to be the same sort of situation over here. Yeah. Also, the Fang of Hankatama, which I've had for a couple episodes now, got that in Gone Fishing 6 at the end of it. It's a dragon item. Ooh, boy. That's pretty good. That's pretty sweet. Okay. So now that we've cleared all of the gold ore out that we possibly can, I think it's time that I make. It's not Shorestone that I need to go to. I don't think. I think I need to go to Karthwasten for this. Since the Reach is or where Markarth is located, is the source for the silver for.
Don't have anything to say to you, stranger.
Yeah, since it's the source for silver for the Reach or for Markarth, this is where we come to get silver ore. So, in the same vein, no pun intended, I mean, I know it's silver veins and that sort of thing, but along the same lines. Now, we're going to clear out the silver mine as well. I believe this is the only silver mine in the game as well. So, clearing out the mines that I can actually create jewelry with. Now, I want to play this. I want to be smart about this because I can either create items using silver ore that are going to be worth more, or I can create more gold rings via transmuting silver ore into gold ore. And then by doing that, I get more rings to enchant, but lose out on value of items created, which means I gain less enchantment skill per item created. Oh boy, let's look at the opportunity costs of this one. So, there's definitely monetary value to creating jewelry of higher value, but by creating items with enchantments, I can retroactively increase their value, along with raising enchantment skill, which gets me closer and closer to being able to. Well, I mean, I'm not close to level 100 by any means in the enchanting skill, but it would get me closer to that ultimate goal. But here's the thing. By that same token, where I can enchant gold items, I can enchant the silver items as well. So, there's but I only get half as many unless I create silver rings. But silver rings are not the most effective use of the silver. I'm just arguing with myself. I mean, you hearing this? It's just back and forth. I'm just rambling on and on about what I can and cannot do. You know what? I said I wanted to primarily increase the smithing skill today. I wanted to be the buff blacksmith, or I wanted to buff blacksmithing, or smithing. I didn't. The buff just goes along with that. It just works. Todd Howard. Okay. Let's see, where's the rest of the silver ore in this place? So I got one from up there. Let's see, one there. Have to retrace my steps because there are 7 silver ore veins in here, if I remember correctly. 1. There was 1 down here, so that makes 2. 3, 4 right there. And then 5, 6. Wait. You know, it would just be... Why do I have 24 silver ore? When did I get that much silver ore? I mean, I remember getting a whole bunch of silver ingots a few episodes back by delving through a Draugr ruin. I don't remember getting 24 silver ore. Oh, but sorry, I'm still arguing with myself here, because I can also by transmuting the silver into gold ore, I can also build the alteration skill, which I'm actually going to do that. Here's why. There's some... I mean, aside from making the guards freak out, because that's always funny.
Got some good pieces out here
with that.
More inside.
There's something I'm wanting to be able to utilize within alteration in order to be able to do that bonus content video on buckets, which I've been carrying around 2 buckets for in my inventory for who knows how many episodes. If somebody's been keeping count of that, then good for you. Thank you for doing that, I think. It's kind of a random thing to be keeping track of. Funny, but random.
We've never had any reason to deal
But
with those caravans of theirs.
You tried mercenary work?
okay, I'm just gonna spill the beans on that. You know, give you something to look forward to. I want to make that bonus content episode on buckets like a bucket appreciation, like all the things you can do with buckets in the game, and much of it, well, some of it or much of it, honestly depends. It's going to depend on the spell telekinesis. Because some of it is going to involve trying to shoot hoops using, from what I've seen, cabbages. Cabbages make very good basketballs in this game for trying to get things into buckets. Also for playing bowling, or for trying to play, say, cabbage skee ball. Set up a couple buckets at the bottom of a stairwell or something like that, kind of in the same vein as doing bowling, and trying to get the cabbages to go into the buckets. Trick shots, obviously. Chucking buckets down mountains. Aggroing individuals or that sort of thing by throwing a bucket at them with telekinesis. Throwing a bucket at a goat. I mean, throwing it at a goat is just kind of a random thing. I mean, everything with buckets is random. There's just so much you can do. You can just get creative with them. Ooh. And looking at these gives me a really good idea for the buckets, too. It'd be like pranking somebody by spreading TP through their tree, by spreading toilet paper through their tree. You just put buckets everywhere in their buildings, you know? Like, you can put a couple buckets up there, it's gonna look fantastic. Just coming up with a whole bunch of bucket-related ideas. This is excellent. And of course, there's the good old-fashioned putting a bucket on somebody's head and that sort of thing. Which, I don't know if baskets would work better for that, just because or even a kettle. But of course I'm going to try it with a bucket. I mean, looking at this and looking at an NPC's head, I think you can get a bucket on their head. And if not, it makes a nice bucket helmet. I mean, what could possibly go wrong with that? But like I said, it's contingent upon having the telekinesis spell. And either I can get extremely lucky by finding it as loot down the line in episodes, or I build my alteration skill up to at least level 40 and buy it from a vendor for about 300 some gold. Which might be the way we end up doing that. Granted, the alteration skill is not building itself up extremely quickly by transmuting this ore.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed
Ah,
with death.
boy. Well, we're almost an hour into the recording here. I'm just running around like an idiot with alteration spells, talking about what you can do with buckets. What an episode. What a bonus content episode.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Alright. You've made your point.
Got some good pieces out
You
here.
don't have to be a jerk about it.
More inside.
This fancy magic, as you call it, can turn silver into gold, doubling its value. Speaking of which, we don't have any more that can be transmuted, so here we... I'm getting ahead of myself again, aren't I? I'm too excited to smith these things. You have to smelt them into ingots, dang it. Another 12 gold ingots coming up. Now, I have a question. I'm forgetting what I stored at Lakeview Manor. I don't think it was gems. I really don't think it was gems. Just for curiosity's sake. Oh, yeah, I stored the extra swords and daggers and that sort of thing that were weighing me down. So no, I did not store gems in Lakeview Manor. My humble abode here in Skyrim.
Never should have come here.
A bandit plunderer. Great. Fantastic. Excellent. Well, if Rhea can keep them distracted, I can hit them with this warhammer. Or I can... You know what? I have a glassbow of immobilizing, which is 2 seconds better worth paralyzing than the glassbow of stunning. Yes, I'm carrying around 2 bows that have the paralysis enchantment. One is the old one, where if I don't want to use the enchantment, if I don't want to use an enchantment and I just want to be able to do guaranteed damage without having to worry about that, this glassbow of stunning. But the glassbow of immobilizing, well,
Come on, show me what you've got.
I mean, it's too funny not to, right?
Is that your best, huh? That's the way
Unless they resist it. Yeah, there we go. Get those free attacks. They resisted. Didn't work. So it might take on that. Nope, resisted.
I cannot rescue.
Okay, Rhea, finish them off. There you go. Good job. Take the arrows and the gold. And now we can finally fast travel to the intended location, which is... Correction. Can't. There are more bandits about, apparently. Are they in my house? Did they get in my house?
Come on, show me what
Well, you were supposed to be defending this place. What? Oh, there's a bandit chief in there? Uh-oh. Yeah.
You can't hide from me.
And technically, I think that's actually a glitch that can happen with this. It appears that yes, they are inside the place without actually being inside of it. They have gotten themselves glitched into the building, as you can see. Here, let me take you on a walking tour of this place so far. There are some furnishings about. It's not fully furnished. There's still a lot more to be built here as well. But, you know, it has a very nice entryway and that sort of thing, and dining room, and... Ooh, what's in back here? Oh, and a little study or that sort of thing. Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's quaint. It's under construction. And oh, we have an alchemy table in the corner. I like that. Alright, well...
Destroy you.
That really is unfortunate, because it means we can't fast travel until we're far enough away. Because it'll say enemies are nearby. That's just sad. So hopefully it'll let me do that. Nope, I'm not far enough away yet, apparently. Wow. How far away do you have to get from bandits in order? Well, that explains a lot. There's a group of frostbite spiders out here just giving us a bad day. Oh. Wolves as well? Question mark? Yep. It's free filled full gems. And a garnet. Thank you for the free gem. Well, it wasn't free, but I mean it was in your stomach, so it was fair game. Not gonna question it, just gonna make my way. Eke my way over here. What happened here? Ooh, conjuration increased. Take that book and we'll read it at a later date. Frostbite spiders are still chasing me. And he sticks the landing. Ooh, excellent, excellent. I heard Rhea scream, so I'm either close enough for that to work, or she is fighting the frostbite spiders now. So, makes me wonder what happened to those bandits. Archer increased as well, so skill increased 8. Really working. Oh, she finished them off. Boo. Didn't have to be such a buzzkill. I wanted to fill some soul gems on that. Oh well. Oh well. Not much I can do about that. But now, we can create a whole bunch more gold rings. 24 more to be exact. Smithing skill is now at 50. Excellent. How many gold rings did we create in that, by the way? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. 78. Well, yeah. I think that sounds about right. I think we actually did create 78 gold rings this episode. That's 73 more than 12 Days of Christmas. That's, whew. Yeah, 5 golden rings. Pff, easy. Piece of cake. You want to see something really impressive that'll knock them off their feet? Give them 78 golden rings. See what they think. 78 golden rings. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I just brought an entire jewelry store with me. What can I say? So now, let's do some enchanting. Yeah, so I'm not going to disenchant the gauntlets. I'm going to disenchant the necklace that I got because I was needing a one-handed enchantment, and now I have it, finally. It was for a very reasonable price. So let's take a look at these soul gems. Oh yeah, we've got a whole bunch that we can do some enchanting with. Now granted, I don't have anything that's above a common soul, or that's above the equivalent of a common soul. What I mean by that is there are some, there's a greater soul gem in there with, I believe, a lesser soul in it, or something like that. You know, just random stuff like that. So, we can't really enchant any good armor pieces or weapons in game at the moment, but we can definitely create the buff enchanter. We were creating the buff blacksmith, and now we're creating the buff enchanter. Just get a little more excited with each buff. I really wonder what my neighbors are thinking of me right now, because I'm recording this in an apartment with neighbors, and well, each excited buff that they hear, I bet they're going, huh? This guy's crazy. He's absolutely mad. He's lost it. Nope, I'm just creating the buff enchanter. What can I say? I am a Khajiit of many. Felix is a Khajiit of many talents. Also, you'll see that here that I'm enchanting everything with the Fortify Archery enchantment, and that is because that, as far as I can tell, through all of my playthroughs of Skyrim, with doing, with playing with enchanting and that sort of thing, Fortify Archery is the one that always seems to be worth the most. At least on apparel items. Paralysis on the weapon side is worth the most. So, bear that in mind because, well, I mean, if you're wanting to sell items and build your speech skill and that sort of thing, then since speech is based upon the value of items sold, then that's where that comes into play. For this though, enchanting, the way it works, I believe, is it's not based upon the value of the enchantment, it's just based upon each item that you enchant. It causes your skill to go up by a certain set value per skill level. I think. I could be wrong on that, because I have done, I've utilized the Fortify Restoration glitch in the past, although some of you are probably going to say, it's not a glitch, it's a feature. Okay. Which is definitely understandable. For this, with wanting to play on Legendary and have it actually be the difficulty of Legendary without doing anything to mitigate that, I am using the unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch to keep myself from being tempted by the Fortify Restoration glitch. Anywho, so now that we've worked with enchanting a little bit and increased it from, what did we start at there? 73 enchanting skill, something like that. We have now gotten up to nearly 80 on that, which is excellent. So something else I'm wanting to work with here now is potentially alchemy. Definitely have items that we need to sell, so we'll want to work with the speech skill as well. But alchemy might be something I can work with here, although I don't think I have a lot of ingredients on me, on Felix here. I stand corrected. I have a lot more ingredients than I remember having. I don't know how that happened, but there's the opportunity to create poisons of slow, valued at 757 gold each, that reduce speed by 50% for 57 seconds and damage the target for 57 points, absolutely I'm creating those. Because otherwise it's just a 501 gold potion poison, which is still really good. I wish I had ingredients for this. This is probably one of my favorite potions that I've ever created on Legendary. I discovered that not too long ago. Yes, Fortify Restoration. We're not doing this glitch, so it's not worthwhile. Yeah, no, that's not worth it. Ooh, 565 gold. If we utilize Blue Butterfly Wings and Spriggan Sap, so it decreases the target's magical regeneration by 100% for 57 seconds, but items are enchanted 11% stronger. That has its uses, aside from building the skill. But I'm not going to worry about that too much at this point. Yeah, let's go ahead and create that Poison of Slow. Why not? Totally worth it. Increase the alchemy skill to 57. And then I have a lot of ingredients here. I don't know if I have... You know what? Sure, I've got 3 Lyre-tail Enthiases. I know that they are rare fish, but I can start to try to experiment with them, I guess. Let's try it with snowberries. No. I have one more juvenile mud crab. Fortify carry weight. Worth 426 gold. An excellent experiment. Okay, I have a pearlfish here. Yeah, sure, snowberries. Resist frost. Nice. Okay, okay. Void salts. Extremely rare. Worth quite a bit. I only know one of the potions that it can make using it, so I'm not going to experiment with it. Spadefish. Which one? Which one? A Bastion Longfin. No. Well, let's try Histcarp with Bone Meal. No. Chorus or Chorus eggs, how you pronounce that. So, damage Magicka and restore Magicka. That's doesn't make much sense. Really doesn't. I'm not going to use the fire salts because I know a certain blacksmith who would really like some fire salts. Okay, doesn't go with the juvenile mud crab. Good to know. Troll fat? Nope, doesn't go with that either. It really doesn't go with the Briarheart. They're exact opposites. Look at them. Damage Magicka versus Restore Magicka and Fortify Magicka. That would make no sense on that combination. Same with the Dwarven Oil. Like, the Dwarven Oil, I know, goes with the Briarheart. Ravage Magicka, though, on the other hand, doesn't go with the Chorus or Chorus eggs. Okay. Slaughterfish Scales, I only know one potion that I can make with that, but it's that lingering damage health. I have to keep that. Okay. Since this is a very skill-centric episode that we're doing here, of course, it's going to involve selling wares to vendors around Skyrim. And, you know, fast traveling away to be able to sell during daylight hours helps. Along with, by coming to Morthal, you can also find a whole bunch of death bells, which are very useful for creating potions, as you've seen. Death bells are some of the best ingredients that you can have in game. Apparently the person that runs this place is not in yet. I don't know if I was trespassing or not.
Jorgen and I both work hard, all the time. Murthal is important to both of us. I don't get many customers, but that leaves me time to try things out. Experiment, I guess.
How long have you studied alchemy for?
I picked up the trade when I was a girl. One of the temple healers staying here on a pilgrimage showed me the basics. She had a book with her, Song of the Alchemists, that I used to read over and over. I miss having a copy.
If I find you a copy, I'll bring it to you.
Really? I'd be happy to show you a bit about herbs if you find the book.
Excellent. Could you train me in alchemy?
You already know
For
all
gold.
that I know.
Oh, well, that's good to know. What have you got for sale?
So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Which, before I do that, because I have an apparel piece for almost anything, with this being no exception. Well, I do have an item of fortified barter, or makes prices 10% better. I
Next
don't
time.
have a potion that does
Huh?
that with me at the moment, however.
So you're an alchemist then?
So, yeah. Now, I could buy out her ingredients and then sell her potions back, which would increase the speech skill more. So let's do that. Because I can create a lot of better potions and get 2 more fire salts for Balamond. And got that at 10% cheaper than what it would have been. I have 2 drafts of strength, and I'm not going to use them because it just increases your carrying capacity for a little bit, and that doesn't really help me too overly much. These are the ones that help with fortifying enchanting. I'm going to go ahead and sell this one because it's 10% versus 11. I have to keep these ones of slow. Especially those. Eventually, I mean, I've sold potions of slow in the past, but I'm gonna hang on to them for now. Fortify health, keep it. Fortify sneak, I have to keep that. Invisibility, keep them. It's so hard to know what to get rid of in this game. Oh, I'm gonna sell those. Yeah, sell those. Oh, resist fire? Pfft, I never chug resist fire. Are you kidding me? Or resist frost for that matter. Oh, resist 39% of frost damage, but that makes you that much more vulnerable to fire damage, apparently. You became too much like the ice, I guess, in that case. And sure, I'll sell that. Why not?
Until next time.
Okay, so speech skill didn't improve there. How close are we to that? How close are we to increasing the speech skill? Not even close. There's more work to be done. Why don't we make our way up to Solitude? See what we have to work with. Because I'm wanting to get to another level up today. And be able to benefit from the fruits of my labor here.
What do you
Hello.
Need something?
What have you got for sale?
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
And she's a general merchant, so she will buy and sell pretty much anything. Granted, I don't think she's going to have the most amazing items. This Ring of Minor Deft Hands... Oh. I'm gonna buy that because I didn't have anything with that enchantment, I don't think. And besides, we have so many apparel items, yeah, gold rings that we can sell. Be careful not to just spam through that because you might actually end up selling the stack of 36 gold rings. I mean, it'll give you a prompt saying how many of these do you want to sell, but I don't want to run into that issue. Do we have anything that's closer to a 90 gold valuation? No? Okay. That's fine.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
And this is also how you can get very rich on gold in this game. You just go from city to city cleaning their merchants out by selling them things. It's great. It's so broken, but it's great. Okay. So let's head into Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company and do the same sort of thing. Hello, I have some
No,
apparel
I'm
I'd
not
like to
Take a
sell.
look.
Also, let's take a look at what they have here. Don't need that, and it's... Oh, man. Just for Adept, they're extremely expensive. Oh, Apprentice, not much better. Oh, Expert. Don't even. Eminent Lockpicking, don't need that. Short Grip, don't need it. Yeah, I don't need any of that. But I do think you need these. Way to go, Felix. Wheeling and dealing.
Come back whenever you need something.
So what is the speech skill at now? We are close to an increase on speech. I think it's going to require one more city. So Felix, it's now time that you make your way down to Falkreath. Making your way down.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
What are you all running? That always happens when you fast travel to Falkreath. All the guards just clump up at that one entrance to the city, and they just run for it. They book it. They're like, ooh. What? Oh. Right, they open a little bit later here. But, what is happening here? Oh, finally. Does this guy open at noon or something?
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Well met.
What have you got for sale?
Some may call this junk. Me,
I'm not even
I
gonna
call them
wait for his
treasures.
dialogue. I've heard it enough times already. Oh yeah, it's two of those. Wow. You'd think that would make them cost less each because you have two of them. That makes them that less rare. Ooh. A necklace of eminent wielding. 30% one-handed. Oh, look how expensive that is, though. It's not even worth it. Okay, well, just rinse, repeat. We'll just sell you all of these fine enchanted golden rings that we created. There's the speech skill. There we go. But, I mean, obviously, there are some more apparel items that can be sold. So, continue the circuit around Skyrim. Let's head over to Riften next. Because as I previously stated, I would like a level up. Or another level up, if at all possible. We're almost an hour and a half into recording here, and I said there was a time limit on this video because of storms that are going to be arriving in about an hour, probably. Or less than that. Where was I going here? Oh, yeah.
If anything pleases the eye, don't hesitate to make me an offer.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Okay. Yeah, Medesi just has jewelry items. That's an inflated price for a gold diamond ring. I will say that. Don't fall for that. Let's see here. Do we have anything? Yeah. Silver amethyst ring.
Safe travels.
Clean
Lannister.
Medesi out. What
You
what
gonna
about
buy
Rel?
something, or just here for training? Otherwise, move on.
Ooh, training in light armor.
I'll
This
teach
might
you
be
how to
worth
use it
it.
effectively and keep you quick on your feet.
Yeah. Oh, we've got that level up easy.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold.
And that gold that we just spent there was what we made from vendors. Although we made a lot more than what we just spent there. So, okay, I'm gonna increase Magicka, and then okay, Alchemy's at 57. I can't really do anything with that. Speech is at 45. I could make it so that buying and selling prices are that much better. I haven't really done much with the speech skill aside from just selling all of these various jewelry items. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. It doesn't play a huge factor. Light armor might be nice. Just be able to tank a little bit more damage. Just not really much. Let's see here. Obviously, I want to look towards smithing or enchanting. Enchanting is so close. It's right on the cusp. And I would like to get that because it's right at the cusp of being 80. Meaning I'd be able to work with that. And I believe Farengar will buy, I believe he'll buy enchanted items. It might depend what the enchanted item is, however. So let's go ahead and loiter in the hallway, or in the main court here. In the main hall of Dragon's Reach. They know who I am here, I'm Thane, it's fine. Don't have to worry about that. Nothing to worry about here. And now Farengar is... Farengar, you animal.
Come to Dragon's Reach. It
No,
seems this damnable conflict has spells and incantations for those with the talent to kill.
So, first I want to look at what he has. He has so many enchantment books. Or, not enchantment books, but he has so many spell books. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. What I just need is... You know what? This lesser soul gem with a lesser soul in it. That'll be perfect for my needs. And... Yep, he will buy your enchanted items. Which is good. Because I have a few. He just sees all of these enchanted items that I have, and he's like, I want that. Well, we'll see what we can do with that. Sure, necklace of water breathing, why not? And while we're at it, none of those. I'm trying to find something that's not too bad. Yeah, 195. Let's do that. Just so that we can get as much value as possible from some of our wares. But now, with the Arcane Enchanter, all we need to do is just take another one of those gold rings, smack a Fortify Archery enchantment on it.
Tranquility magic.
Boom.
It is simply energy to be harnessed by those with the...
And now, let's go back up here. New enchantments are 100% stronger. Or, there's Corpus Enchanter as well. I don't think it's going to be worthwhile, other than it's what lies after that, which at enchantment skill 100 allows you to put 2 enchantments onto one item. Which is... It's great when you can do that. It's the best thing that you can do with that. But yeah. New enchantments are 100% stronger.
And knowledge to do so.
Which, I don't have any soul gems on me right now. So I don't know if I can even demonstrate this for you. Yeah, no, I can't. I can't demonstrate that effectively, sadly. But, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call this bonus content video here. You know, things are going to be a little wonky time frame wise because this one is going to be, because of when this one is uploaded in relation to Gone Fishing 7. I get that. I'm sorry about that. But this has been a very worthwhile venture. Just to let you know. At least I hope it was. So, if you liked what you saw, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I will definitely make more of these. And, hey, let me know if you have any more ideas of what you can do with buckets in the game of Skyrim. And I will see if I can include those in the bonus content video that I will make in the future featuring buckets. A bucket appreciation episode. I'm excited about that. Because we're getting progressively closer to it. I just have to build up the alteration skill. But until then, I'm the Nerdy Librarian. Signing off for the night. Have a good night. Thank you for watching.